Walking through the grocery stores, you might notice some new alternative foods popping up. Bean pasta, grain-free bread, and nut cheeses aren't just for vegans and people with food allergies. These new options are gourmet, and healthy foodies everywhere are taking notice.
We have more people following gluten-free diets now, dairy-free diets, and vegan, completely vegan diets, as well as the paleo trend. So there's been a real shift in the market of what people are looking for, and then I think it's just taken time for the food companies to really kind of get with the trend.
This new spin on traditional foods isn't just about eliminating ingredients, but adding something nutritious as well. That's what prompted Amanda Orso to start her new business, Barely Bread, which makes grain-free bread. She couldn't find anything on the market that cuts out grains, carbs, and calories without sacrificing taste and nutrition. So she created it in her kitchen.
I had left it sitting on my stovetop, and my husband came home, who's again is 100% Italian, and ate half the loaf, and I thought it must be good if my Italian husband is eating this bread.
Now, 3 years later, she has released a full line of grain-free bagels, rolls, baguettes, and sliced breads at barelybread.com. But what does it taste like?
Unlike other frozen breads, you could eat it right out of the refrigerator. It's reminiscent of a soft whole wheat bread in terms of the texture, but toasted, it's amazing.
Amanda isn't the only entrepreneur making the most of this movement. Registered dietitian Frances Larchman Roth points out a few others.
Modern Table makes these great bean-based pastas, so it's really hitting a lot of trends. It's not just hitting gluten-free, but also this new focus on plant-based foods and plant-based protein. These are just made with one ingredient, dried lentils.
A new generation of nut-based cheeses is creamier and more gourmet than before.
This one in particular is using cashew nuts, and cashews are great because they really don't have a very strong flavor on their own. So when you make milk out of them, it's very neutral, and then they're flavoring it with all kinds of delicious flavors like chipotle and herbs.
Almond milk has been a trend for a while. But what about milk from other nuts like pistachios, cashews, and pecans? Yep, those are out there too.
Numu is combining that with other flavors like strawberry to make these really delicious smoothies that you can just grab and go.
This new take on traditional foods is nothing new for Lythe Hill, owner of Ellery's Greens in New York City. She's been eating this way her whole life. Her staff makes all their foods from scratch, and they cater to all kinds of eaters.
We know now that food can make us sick and it can make us well. So I think people are really looking at the ways that they can eat well to live vibrantly.
Alternative foods will cost you more than traditional foods. That's because higher quality ingredients are more expensive, and it's typically more labor intensive to make these foods. I'm Dr. Manny, Fox News.